Welcome everyone to today's interview session. My name is Ian Ashenga, your host, and I'm excited to join and welcome you to this exciting world of Rugby Football Club at the University of Nairobi. Joining me today as our favorite interviewer is Kevin Bogo, also a rugby player at the University of Nairobi, and he's thrilled and honored to share a few of ideas on how he manages social media handles for the University of Nairobi rugby team. Before we dive into the social media aspect, I want you to tell us about the history of the Rugby Football Club at the University of Nairobi and how it has been impacted over the years.
Okay, the rugby team of the University of Nairobi main machine started in 1977, and I'll have to say that in 1977 when it was created, it won the Kenya Cup as its first season. So kudos to the boys the gents who played in that game. And we are the only university side who has been able to win the Kenya Cup. We've actually won it 3 times. And the clubs in Kenya about 40, but we are the only university club who has won it. And according to the rankings in Kenya Cup, we are number 5 according to the trophies, because we have three trophies. So far the rugby has evolved, and for now we are continuing striving and pulling up our socks, because we stretched kidogo, but yeah, we are coming up.
Thank you so much for that. Those are actually very nice records when you're talking about a rugby football club. But let me ask you, what are the inspirations that actually you guys use for the players when it comes to playing rugby, not just as a game, but also as a passion for most of the football fans?
Okay, for rugby it's about brotherhood. So we have bonded, the team has bonded. We all know each other by names, we know each other. And it's a team, so we have the spirit, and basically that's all. It's just about, the culture is about bonding and brotherhood. Because actually, even after we've hanged our boots, we're going to be brothers till the end of time.
And when we talk about social media, we're talking about an evolving world where technology evolves after every maybe a year or maybe a few months. And let me ask you, how does social media actually impact this rugby team at the university, and how does it influence when it comes to their training and everything that happens here?
Okay, for the influence, I think recently we've not had many fans, but in the last few games we've seen a lot of fans coming to the pitch. I think it's just because of social media, because many students have been following up us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, Twitter, and all social media platforms. So basically when they see there's a game, there's a home game, there is massive turnout. And also for the players, you see social media is like it's like an album. So basically, even after you leave the team, probably in 30 years you can go and tell your kid, you see, back in the day, probably in 2020 I used to play for the machine. So you're also using it as a platform. And it can also boost your CV, as in when you go and tell people you've been playing rugby for the University of Nairobi, a school that has over 100,000 students, and you're among the first 15. So yeah, that's basically it.
So when you're talking about social media, you being the social media handler of the University of Nairobi rugby team, what inspires you? Because I know it's your job when it comes to that. What inspires you to actually work every day, making sure that these people notice that they're actually great talents?
Okay. Basically, this is the work I was given. There was actually an election that was held about 2-3 weeks ago. They gave me this platform, and everybody has a role to play. You have a responsibility to the team. There's a kicker, there's somebody who does, probably who brings the balls to the pitch. So mine is just social media. And if I'm given any job by the team, I make sure I deliver.
So when it comes to the content that you actually post on the social media handles for the university rugby team, which content do you feel like attracts most of the fans when they're actually watching clips of the rugby team training or maybe doing sports?
Everybody loves seeing the tries. I believe it's the tries. Once I post somebody, one of our players scoring a try, it gets massive likes, and it actually also brings more followers to the pages. So I believe when they see the kicks and the tries, and that's what basically. And also when the clips of the brotherhood when we are bonding, they also get massive support from the fans.
So when it comes to managing the social media handles, how do you make sure that you can balance between keeping your fans entertained and also making sure that you value the club's values when it comes to posting what they're actually doing in training and also in sports in general, maybe in competitions?
Okay, basically, once there's a game, I make sure I take a lot of videos, and I won't post them immediately. So once I get to my house, I normally filter them out because I know there's some clips where something has been said and it doesn't match with the values of the team. So I normally get to somewhere where it's quiet, I watch all the videos, I filter them out, I pick the best videos and then I post them. So I post the best videos and quality videos.
So when it comes to content creation, do you also involve the team players for the rugby team? And if you actually involve them, how has their impact contributed to making sure that you get credible content for your fans?
Okay, also involve them. Actually do interviews such as this, and so basically every other weekend when we have a game, I make sure I interview somebody, and also some of our players, they also post us and they tag us, so I make sure I repost them. So yes, it's also a win-win. We also involve our players, and probably also when we are bonding, let's say we are going for swimming, if they take pictures, they also send them to me and then I can post them. Yeah, that's basically it.
So when it comes to content creation, because I know that maybe there are a few challenges you face, you as a content creator for the university rugby team. What are some of the challenges that you can share with us about the things that you actually face as problems? And these are the things that actually make you feel like they actually overburden you when it comes to dealing with social media handles for the rugby team.
Okay. Probably, when you love something, you don't feel like it's a burden. So I won't say it's such a burden, but I think the biggest challenge I have, it's balancing between all the platforms, because we have TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. So also we have also a WhatsApp channel. So like once I create a poster, like posting in every platform, it's kind of challenging and it's taking a lot of time. So I think that's the main challenge. Probably another challenge is probably charge. Like you're taking a video, we have two teams as for now. So like you've taken the videos for the first game, and then the second game is coming, and you're out of charge. So, but I don't think there are many challenges. I think just basically those two are the main challenges that I face on social media.
So thank you so much for that. And based on your own opinion, as an individual, also as a player, and as somebody who deals with the social media handles for the rugby team, do you feel like these social media accounts are actually very important for this university rugby team? And if so, what advice do you have for the other universities that are actually trying to build social media for their teams?
Okay, I think social media is very important. Actually, when I took over let's say the Instagram page, it had about 200 followers. Right now we're heading to 1,000. So I believe it's something that every university rugby team should have, because now it's the age of electronics. Every student has a phone which can lead them to social media, and then once you post something, it might actually go viral, and probably post a video of one of your players tackling or something, it might actually go viral, and probably a scout in even England, in big teams, they might actually watch the video and decide, hey, we need such a tackler in our team, and they might actually come and sponsor one of your teammates. And actually also once you build a great platform, it helps other, probably I can say high schoolers who are yearning to come to university. Once probably is a high schooler and he is also playing rugby, he might decide to now check around and probably Facebook or something. He'll look for the team which has the most social media presence, and then he sees UON. So he'll actually choose to come to UON because he's seen a lot of videos in the social media platforms.
Thank you. Now, based on the same point, talking about records, can you share with us a few records that actually latest based on how the rugby team has been performing in the competitions across Kenya and maybe with other university clubs?
Okay, I think in Kenya, we are the best university club. I can't say that, and I'm sure about that because there's no other university club that has won the Kenya Cup, and actually we've not won it once, but we've won it thrice. So I believe we are the best. We are the best university side. Currently, we are not at our best, but we are actually improving. You can see season by season we're actually improving. But we've won many accolades: Kusa, Kenya Cup. We've won Championship Cup in 2017 and also in 2022. And Fladis, we're also actually the team that has, well, actually the university team that has won most Fladis trophies. So I believe if anybody is willing to play university rugby, I can surely say that UON is the place to be.
And for those people watching this, those aspiring people who actually dream of playing for a club at the University of Nairobi, especially you dealing with the rugby team specifically, what kind of advice can you give to them that actually can help them in rebuilding their careers and giving them morale that they can actually do it at the University of Nairobi?
I think this is the best place to actually come and play because in the University of Nairobi there is there's all courses. So basically you can come here, you won't lack a person who's doing law, you won't lack a person who's doing engineering, journalism. So actually when you come here, once you build that brotherhood, you build a very strong social network, and you'll have social capital even once you leave the team, because if you are, let's say something happens to you, you can call a lawyer. If you get sick, you can call a medic who's in the team, and once you've bonded, it's a brotherhood that will last forever. So I believe UON is the place to be.
Thank you so much, Kevin Bogo, for those great advices, for those sharing moments that you actually shared with us. And thank you so much for taking your time to be here. It's been such a pleasure to host and actually interview you. You being one of the most important people at the University of Nairobi dealing with the rugby football team. I just want to wish the rugby team success. I heard they are called the mean machines, and I hope that they're actually going to go far when it comes to competitions and even winning trophies. Thank you so much for doing this for today.
Thank you too.
It's been amazing learning about the University of Nairobi rugby team, the mean machine in short, that's what they actually called. And we actually privileged that we actually had to share a lot of insights about how they build their social media handles. And thank you so much, our viewers, for joining us today. I have been your host, Ian Ashenga, and we are looking forward to maybe seeing you next time for the next interview. I really appreciate you viewers for joining us today, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.